Some exciting news for Space City. The crew that will launch into space next year during the Artemis III mission has now been announced.
Right. Today at Johnson Space Center, NASA unveiled the 4 astronauts, including a European astronaut for the first time on an Artemis mission. KPRC2's Gage Golding is at Johnson Space Center, sitting down for a one-on-one interview with the commander of that mission.
We are returning to the moon, a grand adventure back to the lunar surface to build a moon base.
In a packed auditorium, NASA Administrator Jarek Isaacman introduced backup crew member Bob Hines, mission specialist Andre Douglas and Frank Rubio, Artemis III pilot Luca Parmentino, and Commander Randy Bresnik.
Your Artemis III prime crew.
Now, the crew of Artemis III won't actually land on the lunar surface. Rather, they'll test docking systems and other science experiments, continuing the work just completed by the Artemis II crew in April. Members of Artemis II were here in Houston to pass the torch.
The Artemis II crew, comrade, hands you the baton. You got the controls.
It feels like this big flaming, Olympic torch.
Commander Randy Bresnik sitting down with me to talk about the biggest mission of his life.
We are taking humanity and working to stop being a single planet species.
The moment where you found out that not only were you going back to space, but you were going to lead this mission in space.
It was a meeting with the chief of the astronaut office, Scott Tingle. We're gathered in that meeting, and he says, "Look around, you're the crew of Artemis III." Wow, and it was so neat to be able to be there with my crewmates and find out all at the same time.
Artemis III being the latest chapter in the resurgence of spaceflight and a boom in business for Houston. The crew announcement coming just days after NASA announced a $300 million investment into the aging Johnson Space Center.
Why should Houstonians be excited about sending man and woman back to the moon?
I think it's an exciting time for industry, but really everybody who, that lives in the Houston area, where you got the Houston Astros and has such a strong connection to America's space program. This is where a lot of the activity is going to happen in the years ahead.
That activity the NASA administrator's talking about, moon bases and projects even beyond. Where's all that going to be controlled from? You guessed it, right here in Houston. At Johnson Space Center, Gage Golding, KPRC2 News.